Let's use Microsoft Access to create a sign-in sheet. In your search box, type Access, select Microsoft Access, blank database, and it opens up to a brand new table. Let's tap Design. We can call our table Sign-in Sheet or whatever you'd like. I'll click OK. And we don't need an ID. I'm going to delete that. Let's say the first item will be date, and we want the date to be date time, and the format here at the bottom, you can go with medium date, and we can also do time, and that'll be date time, and the format can be, let's say, medium time. Let's back up just a minute. We also want default date and time. So here I'm going to click back on date, and in the information at the bottom here for default value, I'm going to type equal date, open parentheses, close parentheses. So that should enter today's date. And for time, I'll enter default value equals time, open parentheses, close parentheses, enter. Let's say we want a status of people signing in. And we could do a drop down list for this. So we'll click the drop down, choose Lookup Wizard. And if we already had a table with the drop down information, we could link to that. But I'm going to type in the information I want, click Next. And it's going to be one column. So I'll leave that as 1. And for the first name, let's put in the status. Next line, staff. And next. And we can call the lookup field status. We could limit it to the list. That means people couldn't type anything else, or we could allow multiple values. Let's just leave both of these empty for now, and I'll tap Finish. And of course, we can put more information in our table, but for now, let's just view what we have. And here's our table where we can enter date, time, and status, or the information should update for us. Notice when I first opened up the table, the current date and current time entered. And notice what it does. It drops down and enters more new information. Of course, we can have more data entry stuff here. Let's go ahead and put this in a form for data entry. I'm going to go to Create, Form Wizard, and let's say we want date. We actually don't need date and time in the form. It'll be in the background updating, but in the first example, let's go ahead and put date, time, and status. And next, and we want it columnar, and next. And let's modify the form's design. We'll tap Finish. And here's what the form will look like. Make it a little bigger here. I'm going to add a control to the form so people will know how to enter new information. So we're in the design group, and let's find a button that we can add. It's here. So I click that, and then I'm going to draw. Let's try that again. Click, and then draw the button on the form. And I want that to be a record navigation, and it could be a record operation. Add new record. Next, and call it Enter Data, and next, and Finish. We can make that a little bigger. And let's view the form. So here's our data entry form. And if we want to enter new data, note that the date and time auto-populates when we hit Enter New Data, and then people could choose their status. And then that information is entered. Of course, like I said, we could have more information here, but this is just a quick example. And then the next person wants to enter data. Notice the date and time is automatically there. Choose status, and we're done. We are back in our table. We've closed the form, and just like in Excel, we have these drop downs, and you could filter out data. I'm going to uncheck Select All. Let's just say I want to see all the teacher sign-ins. I'll click that and click OK. And as you can see, it just shows the teachers. And I can click this to show all again if I'd like to. Let's say I want to see just a certain date. I can click the drop down, and I can choose a day. But right now I only have one day in here. But let's select that day. It'll show everything from that day. And then we can narrow it down further by time. And let's say I want everything starting at 12 p.m. and later. I can click the drop down under time, uncheck Select All, and I can check 12:05 and 12:06. Click OK. And there's 12:05 and 12:06. And then it has information for the new entry here. Going to click Clear. Let's see if we can get more detailed. Going to click the drop down, Data Filters. And let's choose before. 11:30 a.m. And there's everything that's before 11:30. There's 11 a.m. The tables can also be exported to Excel for further data analysis. And here is export to Excel spreadsheet.